Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. If you've been part of the channel for a little bit, you'll have seen this video right here. It's called Why I Don't Play Medic. And would you have guessed it, that video talks about why I don't play Medic. And in that video, I talked a little bit about wanting to do almost a part 2 as to why I play or why I main Scout. Because talking about my least played class and then my most played class. So that's what this video is, if the title hasn't already given the whole thing away. They're good at that, aren't they? Those titles, telling you what the video is about most of the time. There's literally no way I can clickbait why I main Scout. There's just not possible. Moving on. I think the first thing I want to mention in this video is that the Scout was not my first main. In fact, I absolutely hated him when I first started trying to find my main because I chose Demoman first. And fighting Scouts as Demoman, for me, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, it was the hardest fight to win out of every other fight with any other class in the entire game. So when I realised I was kind of trash at Demo and sort of got bored of playing him, I finally decided to play Soldier actually. Yeah, crazy. It's not like everyone in the world was maining Soldier at that point, but then I started watching more of Star's videos because he played Soldier a lot and I liked the way he played Soldier. And people like Muselk and stuff like that as well. But it turns out that both of them actually were pretty decent Scouts. And I mean, for me at least, like I wasn't very good at Scout at all. So being able to do anything as Scout looked good for me. So because they were playing Scout quite a bit, I also wanted to kind of get good at Scout and see what he was all about, because a lot of people seemed to like him at that point. It was kind of like going from Soldier to Scout in what most people mained. It's still mostly Soldier now, but a lot of people main Scout now as well. And basically from there, I started playing him more, learning how to play him while also playing Soldier as well. But then Scout kind of took over and I played him much more than anything else. And now I'm the annoying class that demos have to kill. It's weird how that comes full circle. So now on to like actual reasons I mained Scout and kept playing him, I guess. The first one being, I like the fact that he's the fastest class in the game, and that his mobility is really good and he can double jump. I love being able to run around pretty much any enemy I come across and watch them try and spin their mouse in circles trying to track me. I don't know, I find it kind of funny. And I love the fact that you can just jump around and like continually change directions and they have no idea where you're actually going. And I don't think you do either a lot of the time, but it's still really fun to try out and actually learn and get good at. I'm not the best Scout out there, so if I use my movement to outplay somebody, I feel good about myself and my ability to play the class. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, it makes me feel good when I just run around people for some reason. So the Scout's mobility is definitely something that got me interested in playing him and is the reason I still play him today. Another reason I main Scout is that he actually does a lot of damage and he can be really strong if you use him right. The fact that a Scattergun can do 105 damage from close range is insane, and I love to take advantage of enemies who either can't aim at me so I can get close to them and deal big damage, or enemies that just aren't looking at me so I can basically do the same. And the pistol as well is also amazing if you can hit your shots, and honestly just in general I really like the Scout's arsenal and I think that all of his weapons are great. Minus, you know, a couple that obviously nobody ever uses and I don't like as much. But as a whole, I don't hate most of the Scout's weapons and I think they're all really cool. And you know, the Australian Scattergun looks probably like one of the best Australians in the game, except for the rocket launcher maybe. So it's got to get that going for it. The amount of times I actually managed to sneak up on somebody and deal loads of damage and kill them straight away is not very often. I suck at this class, but I do want to get better. So maybe there's going to be videos on that if people want to see it. I don't know. Leave a comment. I think the third reason I play Scout or I main Scout is that he basically just fits my playstyle perfectly. And all of his abilities and all of his weapons suit what I want to do exactly and is the best out of most classes in the game for doing what I want to do. I like to dive in or jump into a bunch of enemies, do a lot of damage and get loads of kills, then maybe get out. Not get out all the time, but stand a decent chance of survival while making a big impact on the team. And I feel like the Scout perfectly embodies that playstyle. He can be used for other types of strategy, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he is the easiest class to use to do what I want to do. I can run up to a group of 3 enemies, deal loads of damage, and probably get away again quite easily. Maybe even use my mobility to kill all 3 of those players and just keep running. That doesn't normally happen because, like I said, I'm bad, but it could happen. The demo does actually work quite well for this type of playstyle as well, But since you're using explosions and you're going to probably end up damaging yourself quite a bit, not on purpose most of the time, but it ends up happening, it's quite a bit harder to escape using him because, again, I'm bad and I'm probably damaged myself more than I'm meant to. But Scout doesn't damage himself while he's shooting people, so me being a careless idiot is actually much better suited to Scout. So there we have it. That's a couple of reasons I main Scout. I'd love to hear what you guys think and also who you main and why. I think we can get some really cool discussions going on in the comments down below, so please go ahead and do that. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please go and leave the video a like. It helps me out a lot. In fact, that's a lie. No, it doesn't. I don't actually know what likes do anymore. But maybe click the button anyway, since it literally does nothing. Or if you really like this content and want to see more stuff like it, then please click subscribe as well. That button I know for a fact helps me out, so thank you if you go and click that one. There's going to be a lot of interesting content coming to the channel soon, and I've got some really cool ideas for stuff I want to work on, so you are going to want to click subscribe and you're not going to want to miss out on any of that. So yeah, click that button. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.